Gemma here. Bar this evening, today, whatever time of day you're going to be doing this. Basically, remember, if you haven't done it before, check in if you're okay to do it. Obviously, if we've got osteoporosis, we're keeping our range really small. If we've got any back issues, sciatica, things like that going on, again, keep our range small. So we're going to begin with just a simple warm-up. Remember, we can have a chair. Obviously my husband has crafted me this fancy bar, but just a chair is absolutely fine. But all we're going to do to begin with is just start with our feet together. So let us start with our feet together. Turn them out like Mary Poppins. Turn your heels out. We have naturally got hip distance apart now. The next thing I want you to do is we're just going to rock the pelvis. So just rocking the pelvis, tucking the tailbone under, nice and steady. Gently, gently, until we tuck it under and we hold it in place. And we want to feel that it's slightly different to our normal posture. Once there, take our focus to our breath, and we're just making sure we're breathing laterally in through the nose, out through the nose. So we can just feel the rib cage expanding and contracting. Then bring your focus to your pelvic floor. So the back of the bottom through to the middle, round to the front. So remember that U-shaped belt. We're pulling all of that in place and holding it there. We're then taking our focus to our navel and beginning to draw the belly button in towards the spine. So we have tension, but we can still breathe comfortably. Shoulder blades are back and down. We've slotted them into our back pockets. And we've got a nice big juicy beef tomato resting under the chin. We're holding it there, we're looking forward, and nice and easily let us just drop our chin to the chest, looking down to the floor, and then looking forward. Looking down to the floor, looking forward. Looking down to the floor, looking forward. One more time, looking down, looking forward. Can we rotate the head just towards the right, back to the center, and then to the left? And we're breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So nice and steady, controlled as we go. And I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, the music is very slow today. Maybe it's going to be a very slow bar. You know what that means? It's going to hurt even more. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, one more to the right, one more to the left. And gently bring it back. Let's roll the shoulders up, back and down. So inhale, shoulder blades together. Two more. Inhale. Last time. Can we have a little lateral glide? Let's take it out to the side. Now remember, if we've got osteoporosis, we're keeping this range really small. We want to be going equal distance on both sides. You've got that tailbone tucked under and the core and the pelvic floor are engaged. Breathing out. Nice and steady. Let's have one more to the right, one more to the left. Bring the hands back to the center and take them onto your shoulders. Nice and steady. Let's rotate to the right. So remember, when we've got rotation, we're not encouraging the hips to move or rotate. There may be some movement there. If we've got osteoporosis, we're really not worrying about that movement, and we're keeping it as small as we can. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice and steady. Let's have one more to the right, one more to the left. Bring it back. Bring the hands down. Nice and steady, monkey squats. I'm just changing my position. So remember, if we've got any shoulder issues, we can keep our hands down by our sides. If we haven't, we can by all means extend them out in front. Push that bum out behind. Check you can see those toes as you come down. Remember, we're proud as punch of those behinds. So nice and steady. Pushing back and up. Back and up. And we're breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more. And relax. Feet together. Shoulder blades in those back pockets. Let us turn our feet out to first. Remember, we have a 5 past 2 and a 5 to 2. Our hands are also in first. We're holding a gentle little egg in our hands, and our shoulder blades are back and down. Simple and easy plie. Down and up. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And now remember, as we come up, we want to have that contraction going on in the thighs, the glutes, the calves. So as if I've got my cling film, my shrink wrap, come up all around the thighs. So really contracting, feeling those muscles work. So now we're bringing the legs, warming up a little bit. Let's bring in the arms. So we're bringing up midway and down, midway and down, midway and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice and steady, controlled, and keep going. Just change my direction. So there's going to be a little bit of a hinge from the hip. That's okay. But remember, as I always say, we're not sandwiches. So what I do not want to see is this going on, okay? The chest is lifted. My heart is facing outwards. 4 more for me. 3. Last 2. Stay here. Give me a pulse just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. This time go over and reach other side. Over and reach. Over and reach. So we've got a little bit of lateral flexion as we go through that plie. Over and reach. And we're breathing in. Breathing in. Nice and steady, easy does it. Remember, we are just in our mobility section. Keep it going. Last 2. 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left. And relax, bring it back. Can we? Arms out to second, point the toes out to the side and back. Point and back. And obviously, as usual, I'm trying to break my own wrist this evening over on the bar on the chest, so just be careful. I don't know why I say evening because it's the afternoon, but hey ho, my brain is in Groundhog Day. I don't know where I am, who I am, and what day it is anymore. So nice and steady. Let's just have 4, controlled. 3, 2, last one, stay here. Take a deep breath. Slide out. Okay, arms are in second. I'm going to move my arms into shot a little bit more. So legs are wide, feet are turned outwards still. Can we come down midway? So we're coming midway, second with the arms. Check you can see your toes. If you cannot see your toes as you come down into this wide plie, then we need to take our legs a little bit wider, okay? So keep checking. Just for 4 and 3 and 2 and hold and pulse for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and hold. Bring your hands down. And again, we go over and back, over and back. So a little bit of lateral flexion, but we're in a wide plie. Cores engaged, tailbones under. Stay where you are, keep going. So remember, there may be a slight hinge in that hip, but not very much at all. The chest is open and facing forward. Keep going for me. So we started on the left. So let's just have 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left. Last one. Bring it down. Can we go a little bit deeper midway with the arms? Let's bring 1 heel up and down. 1 heel up and down. 1 heel up and down. So I'm in that wide plie and I'm just lifting 1 heel at a time. My hands, I've still got that little egg between my index finger and my thumb. Bums low in that wide plie. Just for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it down. Let us pulse just for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and take a deep breath. As you exhale, slide in, clear down, and up, midway, down, midway, down, midway. So I'm just moving away from the bar a little bit, so nice and steady, just for 8 for me. 7, you've got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Let's have a pulse for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and hold. Take a deep breath. Exhale, arms down. This time we point and second with the arms. So we point, and as we point, we're trying to keep our hips level, toes pointing out, keeping our weight as central as we can. Just for 4, you're doing great. 3, 2, 1. Let's stay here. Let's take that heel down. Let's bring those arms down into first. Let's come up midway to second. Midway to second. Let's take a peek at our toes. Can we see them? Is the knee surpassing the toes? If so, we need to step those legs wider so we're not overstressing the joints. Nice and strong for me. Just for 4 and 3 and 2 and hold. Pulse for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and hold. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, one heel, right heel up, down, left heel up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Nice and steady, just for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Last one. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold, come up, take a deep breath, slide in. 8 pliés to finish, just for 8 before we stretch. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come up, come over to your chair, hands on the back of your chair. Take your right foot behind you, bend your front knee, check you can see your toes, and hold it there. Chest looking forward. I'm just going to put the light on because the clouds have moved, so it's looking a little bit darker in here. So nice and steady. It might be more scary. You can see more of me now. Oh dear. Oh, that is scary. So let's just hold it there for a moment, getting that stretch into the calf. So the gastrocnemius, the upper part of the calf. Let's take a deep breath in together. As we exhale, let's slide that leg in. So we've got a split stance. Let's bend both knees and then let's lean forward. Now I know some of you sometimes say you struggle to feel the stretch in this. So if you do struggle to feel the stretch, what you can do is maybe take the stretch over to the wall and just press the toes up against the wall. You might feel a little bit more. Sorry, it was me adjusting the bar because I wanted it straight. Hold it there, take a deep breath. Now as we exhale, we come up, we straighten the back leg, the front leg, back leg is slightly bent. This foot at the front, we're pushing the bum out so we're getting a stretch into the hamstrings, the back of the thigh. If we have sciatica, we are going to keep our toes on the floor. If we have no sciatica issues, we can lift our toes. As you know, I'm always whinging about my back in general, life in general. It's what I do best. But you'll know I suffer with sciatica. So I'm going to keep my foot down. Hold it there. Take a few deep breaths. These are all maintenance stretches. Doing exactly as it sounds, maintaining the muscles where they are. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come up. Let us bring this back foot behind. Take a hold of the sock, the ballet pump, the leggings, whatever works. I'm going to turn to face you. You can stay facing the chair. Knees together, hips are tilting forward, and we're just holding that position. Okay, so just holding it there. Nice and steady. Feeling the stretch on the front of the thigh. So our quadriceps, this big muscle at the front. Let us take a deep breath. Let us exhale. Let us take it down. Let us take the opposite leg behind this time. So the front leg is bent. And again, check you can see your toes. So it must be the opposite leg to last time. Hold that position. Hold it strong. Hold it there. Feeling that stretch into the calf. Let's take a deep breath together. Let's slide it in. Let's bend the knees and then let's lean it forward a little and hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it nice and strong. Take a deep breath for me. As you exhale, straighten up. Push the bum back. And this time that front leg's straight, that back leg's slightly bent. Remember, we're keeping the toes to the floor. If we struggle with sciatica, we're lifting them if not. And we just hold it there for a moment. So we're pelvically and abdominally connected all the time. Tailbone still tucked under. And we're breathing in and out through our nose. So we're breathing laterally into the rib cage. Let us take a deep breath. Let us exhale. Let's come into that quad stretch. So that leg at the front this time comes up. I'm just going to turn. In fact, I think that's the wrong leg. So make sure it's the opposite to last time. I'm sure I just picked up the same leg again, so I apologise. So knees together. Remember, we can push our tongue to the roof of the mouth to help us with our balance and stability. Hips are tilting forward. You can hold your sock, your leggings. You could even be resting that foot on a chair to help you with this stretch, okay? So remember, as I always say, balance, really good to practice while you're brushing your teeth in the morning. And this is a balance, it's a stretch, but it's also a balanced position. But really good to practice balance as we go through life in general, especially the older we get. So just holding it there for a moment. Just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that foot down, bring your feet together. And we have easy peelers. We do this in class. So we lift up the heel. And as if we're just running on the spot, our hips are level, our shoulders are level. Nice and easy. So let us take a moment as we go through these easy peelers to ensure that we're contracted and connected abdominally, pelvically, tailbone tucked under, shoulder blades are back and down under, slipping into our back pockets, and our nice beefy tomato is under our chin. Relax the heels down, turn to face the front. Feet are together, pointing forward, one hand in first, one hand resting on the chair. All we're going to do is come up into our tippy toes and down. So we're coming up into our tippy toes and down. And as we come up into our tippy toes, make sure the big toe, little toe is on the floor. Now, if you're feeling good, arm comes up to first. Now, remember, can't get my camera any further away than it already is. So up and down. So I'm just going to turn to the sides. I'm coming up and down. Now, if you're feeling good and strong in your balance, so the hands are coming up from that position in first at the bottom. They're just literally doing that upwards. So that's going to challenge your stability and balance that a little bit more. So up and down. Just for 4 and 3 and 2. And can we hold at the top? Can we hold? Now, we could have the hands in first up in the air. We could have one hand on the bar, or maybe we have one hand in first. We've got both of them down here or one here. It's what is comfortable for you and your shoulders. Remember, if you've got any shoulder issues. So we're staying up in the calves just for 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. This time you're going to come up. You're going to hinge at the hip, bum sticks out behind you, and up. So we come over and up. I'm changing to a side angle, so I'm coming over. You see my shoulder tips forward, but that movement comes from my hip. It comes from my hip hinging forward. And if you're feeling confident and strong, you take both arms and you float back and forth, back and forth. So we can have one hand resting, We could have both hands staying in that fifth position as we go through. That was me losing my balance. Or maybe we've got our hand down because we've got shoulder issues. It is what is right for you. So let's just have 2, 1, stay here. Now, you're staying in this position. I'm changing my position just so you can see what I'm doing. So, I might have my hands down, I might have them up, but I'm going to take my heels down and up. Heels down and up. So I'm going down, tippy toes, down, as high into the toes and as high into the balls of the feet as you can. We're pelvically and abdominally connected. Shoulder blades in those back pockets, just for 4. Nice and steady. 3, 2, hold it up, stay here, stay here, stay here, just for 4. Ignore my feet wobbling all over the place. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Easy peelers. Easy peelers. Okay, hands in first. Turn your feet out to first. Shoulder blades back and down. One hand on the bar or the back of your chair, or remember, if you don't have one, you don't have to use it. It just means you're going to be challenging your stability and balance a little bit more, but that can be a good thing. So this time we're going out to the side, arm comes to the front. So midway, point, resist, midway with the arm. And again, let's try and keep these hips level as I go through the movement. So trying to keep that weight evenly distributed. And if you're on a carpet, you've naturally got some resistance. If you're on laminate, wooden, tiled, there's going to be less resistance. You're going to have to control that resistance. You're going to have to make that resistance as you slide it back. So ignore my arm. So, and back. 2 more. This time, stay out. Stay here for me. Core nice and controlled. So this foot at the side is still turned out to a 5 past. We lift up and down. Up and down. Now remember, your range is your range. So if your range is just that little lift, that is fine. That is what's right for you. Okay, just for 8, 7, 6, core engaged. Breathe in, breathe out. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And relax. Slide in. Let us go. Down and plie. Down and plie. Down and plie. Just for 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay at the bottom. This time, can we, so arms midway, lift our heels up and down. Heels up and down. So you're in the plie, but you're lifting up, so the knees are going to push out further. Up and down. Up and down. I'm getting my extra shadows. I feel like a Hindu goddess. Whoa. Okay, you don't have to do that with your arms. So nice and steady, up and down, up and down. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Come up, arms down. This time, let's take this leg to the front. So we go out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. So we're pointing the toe as we come forward. Again, we're trying to keep the weight evenly distributed. We're not loading into one side. Out and in. Just for 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it out. Now, again, this time, remember, your range is your range. So arms staying up here midway. So we're getting a good upper body workout as well. If we have no shoulder issues, we are going to lift and tap, lift and tap. And as we lift, those toes are pointing. Lift and tap. Keep going. I'm just going to change my direction so you can see I'm staying nice and upright. I'm not leaning back, I'm not leaning forward as I go through this move. So up and down. Just for 4, 3, 2, and I want you to hold this last one up. Just for 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we go out to the side, back to the front? Feel the femur moving out to the side, back to the front. My headlights, my hips are facing forward. Just for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, slide it in. Easy plie for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it down. Little pulse for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and stay here. Let's come up for 8 and down. Tippy toes up and down. 6 and down. 5, 4, you've got this. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, relax. One hand on your chair or your bar. This time, let's slide out and stay out. So legs nice and wide, core engaged. One arm is up and in second, and even in second, we've still got that little egg in place. So this time, we are going to go down and down, rotate and lunge and back. So we go 1 and 2, rotate, 1 and 2, rotate out, 1 and 2, rotate, 1 and 2. So we come forward, toes are facing out, we turn, both feet are facing in the direction of the chair or the bar, and back, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. This time stay here. Go down for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, and hold at the bottom. Heels up and down. Heels up and down. Heels up and down. Heels up and down. Just for 4, you can do this. Keep those bums down. 3, last 2, hold it up, hold it, lower, lower, hold it, hold it. Feel that beautiful sensation of burning, trembling, muscles vibrating, pulsating. Just for 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, rotate. This time 8 lunges. We go for 8 and 7. My feet are facing forward. My chest is lifted. My back leg, my front leg, 90-degree angles. Just for 4 and 3 and 2. Hold at the bottom. Pulse for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, and hold. Now back heels up, front heel up. Hold. Pulse for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, and hold. Take a deep breath. Exhale, front heel down, slide it in. Easy peelers. Now what we do one side, we must unfortunately do on the other. So I'm going to move my bar. You may want to move your chair across the room. So this is a workout in itself because my husband made something nice and light for it. So this time, feet together, one hand on the bar, other hand in first. Excuse my heavy panting. Let us turn our feet out, 5 past, 5, 2. Nice and easy, pliés to begin. Down and up, down and up. And if we so wish, let's bring both arms in. Nice and steady. Just for 4, 3, 2, hold at the bottom. Let's have a butterfly here. So, in and out for 8, 7. So pushing those knees back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come up. One hand on the bar or chair. This time we bring out to the side, arm midway. So we go out and in. So keeping that posture as upright as you can. You can see me trying to adjust myself. So if you can work out and have a mirror where you're working, that's really going to help you. Just be extra vigilant of what you're doing. Remember, I've said before, if you're struggling with one move in particular, you can always video record it, post it on the wall or send it to one of us. We'll check it over, let you know if there's anything going wrong with the technique. So point, resist, point, resist. So when I say resist, that means I've got those Tom Jones glute cheeks. I don't know why I think of Tom Jones with tight butt cheeks, but I just do. My thighs are nice and tight. So just 4, last 3, last 2, stay out, hold it here, nice and steady. Take a deep breath, slide it in. This time both hands down, plie down. Can we come up and down, up and down, just for 8 and down, 7 and down, 6. So we was already in that plie, but we're adding another move. 4, 3, 2, hold, just for 4, 3, 2. Let's have a pulse, heels up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, bring it down. One hand on the bar. This time, let's go to the front. Point and back. Point and back. So excuse me with my heavy breathing. I feel like anyone watching this who comes to Mondays or Thursdays sessions are going to be like laughing in their belly hard at Gemma actually working out. Something I always joke I don't really do. So nice and steady, controlled. Just for 4, 3, 2, take it out, hold it out. This time, can we, oh, I know what I missed now. Up and down, up and down. Remember that range of movement, it can be just, you're literally just coming a millimetre off the floor, if that's what's right for you. Make sure you're not leaning back or leaning forward. We're nice and upright, nice and stable in our trunk. Just for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Slide it in, out and lift for 8 and 7 and 6. And that range is your range. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold, bring it down, slide it through, point, lift for 8 to the side. Remember, it's the femur that's moving. 7, control. Remember, your range, you might be down here. You might be gliding along the floor. That is fine. You do what is right for your body. You know your body better than anyone else. You should never be in pain. We can feel the muscles fatigue, but no pain. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back in. Let's come easy plie. For 8, you can do this. We're close to the end now. 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Let's come up, up and down, up and down. Let's add in arms to second and back, arms to second and back. Oh, do you know, I could do with 4 arms, make life a lot easier. Okay, 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it out. Hold it. Can I have a pulse here for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and down. 10 and forward. Easy peelers. Nice and steady. Heels down, let it turn out. Core nice and controlled. This time let's take it out to the side and step out wide. Keeping one hand on the chair. Feet are turned out to the room, to the corners of the room. So we are going to go 1, 2, rotate, 1, 2, and back. We go 1, 2, rotate, 1 and 2. So plie, wide, lunge, 90 degrees with both legs. We're just doing a 2 count. 1 and 2. 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 Stay here. 1, 2. We're going to go for 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay here. Let's lift up both and down. Both heels and down. Arm in second if we can, if we've not got shoulder issues. Or maybe neck issues. Sometimes, you know, working the shoulders if you've got neck issues can be a bit of an aggravator as well. 4, 3, last 2, last 1, hold, butterfly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath. Exhale, rotate, lunge for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and hold and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Front heel comes up, lunge position, pulse again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. One more time for look. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Bring it in. Turn the feet. Easy peelers. Okay, one last move just to finish off. So stepping away from the bar or your chair, my toes are facing forward, monkey squats, knees together. Remember, if you need them a little bit wide anatomically, that's okay. We are coming down, bum out behind you. So I'm just changing direction. So bum out now, just for 8, don't worry. 7, 6, you know, I'm smiling. If you know me, it means someone else is coming. 4, 3, 2, stay down, heels up, pulse for 8, 7, stability, strength, 4, 3, 2, 1, come down, heels up. So we come into a monkey squat, heels up, monkey squat, heels up, into the toes as much as you can, for 4, and 3, and 2, and again, stay here. Ooh, without falling over, thank goodness for the wall. Okay, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Come up, down, feet still together, one last thing. calf raise and down. Both arms to 50 if you can. If not, arms just staying first. Otherwise, up and down. Just 4 more. 3, 2, hold, 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 hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Easy peelers. Easy peelers. We are done. Let us stretch out. So, one hand on your chair. Take one leg across onto the thigh. Take a seat. Stretch into your glutes, okay? Glutes are a really important muscle. Do a lot of work for us. So let's just stretch them out for a moment. Breathe in, and even though we're stretching, we should still have that core and pelvic connection going on. Let's take a deep breath. Can we sink a little bit deeper in that stretch and hold? Well, I don't know about you, but I feel a little bit sweaty. So hopefully that's got your heart rate up a little bit. Gently bring it down. Let's change over. Or you've got some enjoyment out of Gemma actually exercising. Feel like I can think of a few names. Jo, Kate, Tracy, Amanda, Marissa, Tracy, maybe Kelly, Kim, laughing at me actually, getting tired, breathing heavy. Nice and strong. Take a deeper seat, hold it there. So well done, well done. Whether it's the first time you come into this or you've done it a number of times, well done. Oh, very gentle. Let's turn to the bar. We've stretched out our glutes. Let's take one leg behind. Really doesn't matter which leg because we're going to do both. Knee at the front bent, heel down, hold it there. Hold it there. Take a deep breath if you can. Push a little bit more so you're feeling that calf stretch. Let's take a deep breath. Exhale, let's change over. Opposite leg goes behind us. Same stretch, toes are pointing forward. Check you can see your toes at the front. Core engaged. Hold it there. Let us take a deep breath. As you exhale, step in. Bring one leg up behind you. So going for that quad stretch. Remember, we could be resting the foot on a chair if we needed to. We can be holding the back of the leggings, back of the sock, back of the ballet pump. Knees together. Tilting the hips and pelvis forward. Try, if you're facing your chair, make sure your hips, your shoulders are front on facing, whichever way you're stretching and holding on for balance. We don't want the rotation of the spine. I can feel my shoulders rotating round. So I want to try and keep that spine in neutral as best as we can. Let us take that leg down. Take the other leg up. So same stretch again. Remember, you can be resting on a chair, holding it there. Core's engaged. We're nice and strong. We're holding it there. Holding it there. Gosh, I'm glad you can't see me close up. I look a bit rough. Look a bit pink, a bit flushed, a bit sweaty. And I've already got a bad hair day today. Well, I always have a bad hair day. And relax. Okay, let's take our legs nice and wide. Let us gently bend the knees. Just push open. Chest lifted. Tailbone under. Hold it there. Let's inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Shoulders roll. Walking in. And shoulders roll. Shake it. Shake it. One hand on the belly. One arm out to the side. Give yourself a bow. And a little round of applause. Keep safe, everybody. And hopefully I will see you again soon. It's so weird. I never know which way to look. So take care. Bye.